The Compressed Gas Association announces their hydrogen safety initiative, and Exxon Mobil announces their feed contract for their Baytown hydrogen Leviathan. All of this on today's Hydrogen Podcast. So the big questions in the energy industry today are, how is hydrogen the primary driving force behind the evolution of energy? Where is capital being deployed for hydrogen projects globally? And where are the best investment opportunities for early adopters who recognize the importance of hydrogen? I will address the critical issues and give you the information you need to deploy capital. Those are the questions that will unlock the potential of hydrogen, and this podcast will give you the answers. My name is Paul Rodden, and welcome to the Hydrogen Podcast. In a very important press release on January 26th, the Compressed Gas Association announced the launch of its Safe Hydrogen project. Now, this is an ambitious new safety initiative working to establish and promote industry-wide standards for the production, transportation, and storage of hydrogen and the safe operation of hydrogen systems. The Compressed Gas Association has been producing standards for hydrogen systems for 70 years, and their growing library of 30-plus standards address the safe operation for production of hydrogen, storing hydrogen, delivering and applying hydrogen as a fuel source. In a quote from Rich Gottwald, the president and CEO of CGA, "Today we're on the cusp of one of the biggest transformations in history, the shift to a hydrogen economy. Hydrogen is poised to drive everything from transportation to shipping, power generation, and infrastructure. Two things are essential to making this vast new hydrogen energy network function: safety and interoperability, and CGA's Safe Hydrogen project sits at the intersection of those two imperatives." He also continues to say, "Our standards will help assure that each individual piece of the new hydrogen economy, from production to storage to delivery to application, can work together as a safe, seamless, and interconnected network." He says, "Our work is vital to making the hydrogen economy a reality." Now, the Safe Hydrogen project will bring together CGA's expertise and vast knowledge of developing and publishing industry safety standards with the most current and cutting-edge information about hydrogen is being incorporated in the global energy mix. The high interest and innovation around hydrogen as a clean, carbon-free energy source requires the accelerated focus and collaboration that the Safe Hydrogen project will bring. Through this initiative, CGA aims to 1. Empower the energy economy by increasing public awareness and understanding of hydrogen safety. 2. Develop and implement safety standards for many parts of the hydrogen supply chain, building on the 110 years of standard writing experience from the CGA. And 3. Promote collaboration and information sharing among industry stakeholders to ensure safe and responsible use of hydrogen. Again, in a quote from Gottwald, "We believe that by working together, we can facilitate a safe and more viable energy source for the future. Our initiative will be open to participation from all industry stakeholders, including hydrogen producers, transporters, and users." Now, at this announcement, CGA also invited all interested parties to join them in this important effort to promote hydrogen safety and pave the way for a cleaner, more sustainable energy future. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to exaggerate when I say that this announcement is one of the remaining critical pieces for the hydrogen industry to become a major reality. Over the last year, I have had several meetings with hydrogen producers, natural gas transporters, hydrogen transporters, and oil field service providers about this very thing. And I feel honored that the Compressed Gas Association has reached out to us to talk about this. And so really what I'd like to do is kind of take a deep dive into those 3 points from their initiative. The first one, empower the energy economy by increasing public awareness and understanding of hydrogen safety. And it's really no surprise that when you talk to the general public and you mention hydrogen, one of the first things that anyone thinks about is the Hindenburg. Now, obviously, we all know that hydrogen is flammable, but that wasn't what made the Hindenburg explode. The culprit for that was actually a coating that they put on the outer shell that was extremely flammable. And so the more awareness that the CGA can bring regarding public awareness and hydrogen safety is one of the, if not the most important piece in getting public buy-in for the hydrogen economy. And to their second point, developing and implementing safety standards for many parts of the hydrogen supply chain, and that's building on the 110 years of standard writing experience that they have. And the good news on this is that they're not starting from scratch. And as they say in their press release and on their website, they've been developing hydrogen standards for over 70 years. Now, the third point may be the one that I key in on the most, and that's promoting collaboration and information sharing among industry stakeholders to ensure safe and responsible use of hydrogen. For so long, energy systems and companies have been isolated from each other, and I think really that just boiled out from legacy prospecting practices. But times now are different, and collaboration and information sharing are going to be critical pieces of driving that hydrogen economy. Now, there is also something very important to note. This is not located just within the United States. The CGA has also partnered with groups around the globe to share and harmonize, as they say, hydrogen standards. Those partners include the Asia Industrial Gases Association, the European Industrial Gases Association, and the Japan Industrial Medical Gas Association. Now, the Asia Industrial Gases Association, or the AIGA, was established by the leading industrial gases producers operating in Asian countries east of Pakistan, but excluding Japan, Australia, New Zealand, and the South Pacific. Now, the European Industrial Gases Association, or the EIGA, is a safety and technically oriented organization representing the vast majority of European and number of non-European companies producing and distributing industrial, medical, and food gases. And lastly, the Japan Industrial Medical Gas Association, or the JIMGA, strives to improve and rationalize the production, distribution, and use of industrial gas and medical gas in Japan. Along with working toward securing safety and security, the organization strives to accomplish healthy development of the industrial and medical gas business. Now, these groups together have set up a great website called h2safety.info. And in that website, they have an amazing wealth of knowledge, starting from production to conditioning, storage, transport, and applications. And so if anyone that you know or anyone that's listening now would like to get some deeper dive information on the hydrogen ecosystem, I highly recommend checking out that website, or the CGA's Hydrogen Safety Initiative website. And lastly, in a press release on January 30th, Exxon Mobil awards FEED for world's largest low-carbon hydrogen facility. Exxon Mobil's Baytown low-carbon hydrogen, ammonia, and carbon capture facility is expected to produce 1 billion cubic feet of low-carbon hydrogen per day, making it the largest low-carbon hydrogen project in the world at planned startup in 2027 or 2028. More than 98% of the associated CO2 produced by the facility, or around 7 million metric tons per year, is expected to be captured and permanently stored. The carbon capture and storage network being developed for the project will be made available for use by third-party CO2 emitters in the area in support of their decarbonization efforts. In a quote from Dan Amon, president of Exxon Mobil Low Carbon Solutions, this project allows us to offer significant volumes of low-carbon hydrogen and ammonia to third-party customers in support of their decarbonization efforts. In addition, the project is expected to enable up to a 30% reduction in Scope 1 and 2 emissions from their Baytown integrated complex by switching from natural gas as a fuel source to low-carbon hydrogen. Exxon Mobil will pair the world's largest low-carbon hydrogen facility with the largest olefins plant in the United States to deliver more sustainable, lower emissions products for customers and society. Exxon Mobil has awarded the contract to Technip Energies, who will be responsible for the next stage of the front-end engineering and design of the low-carbon hydrogen project. Okay, well, I don't know about you, but hearing the phrase 1 billion cubic feet of hydrogen per day makes my jaw drop. The absolute scope of this Baytown project is immense. And this announcement also showcases one of the reasons why I appreciate Exxon. When they initiate a press release, 9 times out of 10, it involves one of their real-world projects moving forward. And so the fact that this project is moving into the feed stage very much highlights Exxon's sincerity to make this place a reality. And I should also say congratulations to Technip Energies for being awarded the feed stage of this project. And I very much look forward to seeing how this project moves forward. All right, that's it for me, everyone. If you have a second, I would really appreciate it if you could leave a good review on whatever platform it is that you listen to. Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google, YouTube, whatever it is. That would be a tremendous help to the show. And as always, if you ever have any feedback, you're welcome to email me directly at info@thehydrogenpodcast.com. And as always, take care, stay safe, I'll talk to you later. Hey, this is Paul. I hope you liked this podcast. If you did and want to hear more, I'd appreciate it if you would either subscribe to this channel on YouTube or connect with your favorite platform through my website at www.thehydrogenpodcast.com. Thanks for listening. I very much appreciate it. Have a great day.